Hello friends, it is December 9th, 2025, 1:15 Philippines time, and I'm here in the backyard of my girlfriend's house here in Bohol, which is an island in the Philippines in the Visayas. You've got on the top, you've got Luzon, and then you have the central Visayas in the middle-ish, and then you've got Mindanao down at the bottom. And yeah, it's really nice. It's actually very comfortable temperature right now because we have a little bit of a cloud cover. And for now, the rain has let up for the last couple of days, which is nice. This is one of the typical houses here in the province. It may look a little rickety, but it's actually constructed in a way that it can withstand typhoons. And the only real damage that you might have is the roof, which is kind of like aluminum siding, and sometimes that blows off if it's not secured well. And a lot of times people will, upon hearing that there is a typhoon coming, they will kind of lash it down with some rope and tie it so it doesn't blow off. But it does occasionally, but the rest of the cement structure holds up just fine. And so I am about to leave this island. I'm traveling from here to Taiwan, and I'll be there for about a week. And I'm looking forward to that. I've already been there once, and it's really nice and similar to the Philippines and also very different. I started traveling out here to the Philippines about 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, and I fell in love with the place and my girlfriend and her family and the culture and a lot of things about the Philippines. I do my best not to fetishize or over glamorize life here, because it is different than the West, but it has its ups and downs. Being a Westerner, I have a certain way of looking at things, and so then when I come here, I see things are different, and I say, oh, well, that's better, and that's not better than where I'm living. And so, you know, I could list a bunch of things. Maybe I'll just say a couple, but the gist of it is that it's different, you know? It's very different. And right now, what's different is I'm looking at a little goat here. Hello, little goat. Hanging out in the backyard. And we've got another goat there, right over there. And there's chickens. There's wild chickens everywhere around here. It's kind of like the alarm clock. There is really no sleeping after 6 a.m. and the sun comes up, because there are so many chickens, so many roosters, and it's very loud. It's very loud. It's kind of a trade-off, I guess, because you have the maybe unwanted alarm clocks in the morning, but you also have the deliciousness of the native chicken. If you want to just go out into your yard and harvest one, so to speak. I was surprised the other morning. I came out and there were a few of the neighbors roaming around with a pellet gun. I thought it was a real gun, but it turned out to be an air gun of some kind. And they were shooting some of the wild chickens that run around here to have breakfast. And then later on, they were over there just, cleaning the chicken, taking off the feathers and pulling out the insides and just getting it ready to cook. And then later on, I saw them cooking it up. And yeah, it's a mixed bag for me as an American. I am unfortunately far away from the production of food. I am currently someone who eats meat, but the way I get chicken is I go to the store and there it is in a package. And it's what it takes to get there is not really seen by me and not really thought about by me unless I force myself to really think about how it got there in the package and on my plate. But here, people are much closer to their food production and much more a part of it. There's a lot of people that they're out there swimming in the ocean and spear fishing fish for dinner. And then there's the brothers over here that were shooting the chickens. And the other day I drove by a house and they had a pig, really big pig, on a table that they were cleaning. They had cut it open and they were pulling out the insides. And, it's quite a jarring sight for a Westerner like me, again, who's very insulated from meat production. Probably not such a big deal to someone who's lived on a farm or has been closer to any sort of meat production. So that's that's happening, and it's different. I'm not going to say it's bad because it's just the way it is, but it's different. And over here we have a cow just hanging out. Hey, buddy.